Estamos aquí con Michael Conlan, uno de los boxeadores que tiene el título mundial cerquita de las manos ya. Está esperándole Stephen Fulton y él está esperando a Stephen Fulton y bueno, pues podemos hablar un ratito con Michael Conlan. Michael, how are you?
I'm good, Dario, my friend. Everything is good. Training camp is going well. The next fight should be announced very soon, but not yet.
Okay. I'm not going to begin the interview as usual, asking you about your background or your first steps as a boxer, because I talked to your brother Jamie, and he told me that your father was the coach of the Irish Olympic team, right? So you of the Conlans grew up next to the ring. Le estoy preguntando que su padre era el campeón, era entrenador del equipo olímpico irlandés y entonces su entorno, él creció cerca del ring. Right, Michael?
Yeah. Boxing was my whole life. My father, he's coached me my whole life, not now as a professional, but as an amateur the whole way through, from the amateurs right up to the Olympic Games. And he made me an Olympic medalist and world amateur champion. So he's a fantastic coach and someone who I've always been very lucky to have.
Sí, me está contando eso, que creció en un entorno de cerca del ring y que bueno, que es fantástico que su padre pues estuviera ahí al lado. I'm not going to enter in politics or whatever, but I have to make something clear. You were born and raised in Belfast. This is Northern Ireland, and it is technically...
The north of Ireland,
the north of Ireland, technically, geographically, and it is part of the United Kingdom. But you are Irish. You competed with Irish in your amateur career, right?
Yes, that's very correct.
Okay, sí, comento que él nace en la parte de Irlanda del Norte, pero que aunque eso sea Reino Unido, él es irlandés y compite por Irlanda. Okay, let's go. Your first success, a huge one, 2012 Olympics in London. You were still 20 years old, and you won the bronze medal after defeating Jamaica and Nordi Nubali, only losing to the champion, to Robesi Ramirez, in the semifinals, the Cuban sensation. How was it, the experience, winning an Olympic medal and close to your home? Can you share some memories?
It was unbelievable. It was like I became a celebrity overnight when I came home. It was crazy. Everybody knew my name. Everybody knew who I was, and I was just a young kid, 20 years of age, and I had the world in my hands. It was unbelievable. A really special feeling, and not many people ever become Olympians, and not many people ever win Olympic medals. So to be in that bracket of such a small percentage of people in the world, I'm very, very lucky and very grateful. So it's kind of what made me what I am now, and brought me to this place where I am now. So I think my Olympic experience in 2012 was probably one of the best sporting experiences I ever had.
Le preguntaba por su medalla de bronce en los Juegos Olímpicos de Londres 2012, un gran éxito, y él me decía, Michael, que sí, que él se vio muy honrado por ser uno de esos pequeños porcentajes de gente que llega a ello, y de la noche a la mañana era una estrella. In the next years, you were one of the best amateur boxers globally. You won gold medals in the European Championships, the Commonwealth Games, the World Championships between 2014 and 2015. Do you feel amateur boxing is the same sport as professional boxing? And as one of the best pound for pound, has amateur boxing enough recognition for you from the media and the fans?
It's a completely different sport. I think if you look at it, it's like athletics. We've got marathon runners and you've got sprinters, and professional boxing is a marathon and amateur boxing is a sprint. So that's the difference for me. Do I think I've got the credit for my achievements? I don't think I've been kind of overlooked for what I've achieved in the amateurs. I know the people in the professional game don't see it as equal as the professional game as the amateurs, because it is a different sport. So I understand that, and I think here in Ireland, I'm loved as a hero, and most of it is for what I've done so far as an amateur for my country. So yeah, I think I've been respected enough.
Le preguntaba por las diferencias entre el boxeo amateur y el profesional, y él me reconoce que son casi dos deportes diferentes. Uno es como una maratón, me decía, y el otro es una carrera al sprint, ¿no? Y que sí que se siente reconocido como una estrella en su país. With your curriculum, what's happened in the Rio 2016 Olympics in the quarterfinals? Because we have seen these days that people are still investigating it. Could it be, along with the Roy Jones Jr. in Seoul, the biggest robbery in Olympic boxing? Because in a way, it changed the sport forever, because Ayla will not be in charge in Tokyo.
Yeah. Listen, I think what happened in Rio I think it has changed the sport already, and I think it could last for a very long time. Investigations are still going on now, 5 years after what happened in Rio. So, yeah, I think it was very unfortunate, and it wasn't just me. It wasn't just me who got bad decisions. I've seen loads, but no one had the balls to stand up and say what they needed to say. Everybody's too media trained. Everybody is too by the book. Sometimes you just need to say, fuck you, this is what it is.
Le preguntaba por los Juegos Olímpicos de Tokio en 2016, perdón, en Río, que le robaron las semifinales, y que eso incluso lo siguen investigando, están en noticias hoy en día. Y Michael me decía que sí, que eso ha cambiado el deporte olímpico, ya no se encarga la AIBA del boxeo olímpico, y que hay que tener las narices y el coraje de denunciar las injusticias, porque él fue de los pocos que dijo, esto se acabó, esto no hay más. And the F word, y la palabra esa un poquito malsonante que nos ha dicho. Talking about this, would you change anything from that day? Obviously, the outcome of the bout, I'm referring to your reaction, some strong words, the middle finger. Would you change anything?
No, never. I think what I done was just, and I think the most of the world agreed with what I done. And if I'm honest, I don't think I would be where I am now if it wasn't for that, because the profile it gave me and everything it gave me has been fantastic. And there was Olympic gold medalists boxing on my undercards already. So, I think it put me in a much better position for the term professional than what winning a gold medal would have.
Dice que no se arrepiente de nada de lo que hizo ese día, de las palabras que dijo, de sacar el dedo corazón en pantalla, porque al final eso es parte de su vida y le ha hecho mejor también en cierto sentido y más respetado. You were disillusioned, you were upset, many more adjectives that we could say with amateur boxing. But then you turned pro a few months later. You were signed by Top Rank. Why signing with an American promoter instead of looking inside your islands?
I think the reason I say with Top Rank, if you look at all the superstars in boxing, you've got Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, and so on and so on. They all started with Top Rank, and they all kind of built into superstars because of Top Rank. And once they showed me a career path, and I listened to what they said, I had loads of offers. But once I listened to what they said, and then they tell me that my debut will be in Madison Square Garden as the main event, I was like, oh my God, on St. Patrick's Day. I was like, okay, no problem.
They won you.
They won me with that, but I didn't let them know they won me with that. I had that kind of in my head. I was saying yes, but I would say it was very cool and calm and just negotiating the best deal for myself.
Of course.
But no, I think to become a superstar in America is very important. At home is not so hard. I already am big name at home, but in America, no one knew me. A lot of people knew me because of the Olympics, but now much more people know me in America, and I'm not even a world champion. So, if you look at the events and occasions which I can show when I'm in that country, you think you're in Ireland. So, it shows that I have a lot of attraction there, which, was Top Rank's kind of plan from the start.
Uh-huh. Le preguntaba que por qué firmó con Top Rank como profesional en vez de una promotora británica o irlandesa. Me decía dos motivos. Primero, que Top Rank había empezado las carreras de La Hoya, Mayweather, Cotto, y eso es un buen síntoma. Y segundo, porque ser una estrella en Irlanda ya lo era prácticamente, era más sencillo, pero ser una estrella en América es lo que realmente te da. Uh-huh. This has made you fight mostly in America, in the United States, and just once in Ireland, in Belfast, your home. Do you miss boxing more often there in Dublin or even in the United Kingdom with the big shows that we are seeing there now frequently?
Yes, sometimes. You know, and I've boxed twice in Ireland, twice at home in Belfast, and you know, I'll have maybe one more time this year. And one next year. So maybe once a year I'll fight at home. But, you know, America is amazing. Amazing place to fight. And there is so much Irish fans in America, which I can bring boxing to them too. So I'm very proud of that and very grateful for that. But yeah, listen, I love fighting in Ireland. And if I could fight here more, great.
Uh-huh. Le preguntaba si no echaba de menos pelear más en Irlanda, que lo había hecho muy pocas veces, y me decía que sí, y que a lo mejor este año vuelve a pelear allí, pero que el boxeo en América es maravilloso, y también hay muchos irlandeses en Estados Unidos. I fought our mate Ron Larrinaga. I hope you remember him in the Madison, I think. He's a good friend of mine and a very nice guy. You remember him?
Is that Ibon?
Yes, Yvonne Larrinaga, yes, from the Basque Country.
Yes, I know Ibon. I got very confused enough. He just run. So I tried too hard to chase him instead of just doing what I do, but he's a nice guy. He
has sent me a message for you. If you need someone for August or September, call him to see if you can knock him out this time.
Nah, I don't need him. He can stay where he is. I don't need him. It was too easy. He just run. It wasn't an enjoyable fight because he's on his bicycle. But yeah, listen, he's a nice guy from the lovely Basque Country, and you know, sometimes maybe I like to go over and visit him and visit his beautiful country because it's a beautiful place and somewhere which is very close to Ireland also.
Mm-hmm. The pandemic hurts a lot of people, deaths, lots of jobs, pain, and obviously sports and obviously boxing. It was especially hard for you. The outbreak of the pandemic, you were in New York waiting for St. Patrick's Day 2020, and you couldn't fight, obviously. How did you live it?
You know, at the time, I was just saying, there's people dying. There's a pandemic going on. Boxing is boxing. It doesn't mean nothing. It's very small. I am healthy. I am alive. I am financially secure. My kids, my family is healthy. I'm not worried about this shit. I can go home. Mm-hmm. So I kind of looked at it and didn't try to be selfish and didn't feel sorry for myself because the world has much bigger problem going on. It's okay. Don't worry.
Le pregunté antes por Yvonne Larrinaga, que había peleado con él en el Madison, dice que sí que le recuerda, que corrió mucho durante el combate, y ahora le preguntaba por la pandemia, que justo cuando estalló todo estaba él en Nueva York esperando a pelear en St. Patrick's Day y no pudo, y le preguntaba por ello y me dijo que hay muchos problemas en el mundo mayores, que la pandemia es mucho más grande como para preocuparse por eso, y es algo que creo que le honra. Now you come from fighting the tough Benut Baluta, who lives in Spain. I also have interviewed him. Hard bout, majority close decision. Has it been your most difficult opponent so far? Because it was a risky fight. He had defeats, Kyle Williams, TJ Doheny. You could have your place as the world title challenger.
Listen, I think it was a fight which I needed. I think the scorecards were a bit crazy. As you've seen, on the punch stats after, he only landed 12% of his punches. He may have thrown off a lot, but he didn't land too much. So, he was tough, very much tougher than I expected. I see how he boxes before against Doheny and against other people, and he goes hard, and then he looks like he's done. And then he goes hard again, and he's done, and then he goes hard again. But sometimes I was thinking, I'll get him. because he will be done later. But obviously he had 15 weeks, the same as me, to train for that fight. So he prepared very, very well, and he showed a lot. He showed a lot of balls. He showed a lot of toughness. And, he was oversparring the likes of Lee McGregor and Nordino Bali. So, he had quality preparation, and, he had the best opportunity for the best Inuit Baluta to come in and beat me. And, I thankfully went in, and, I won. I thought I won by about 5-6 rounds, maybe more. I thought some rounds were close, maybe 8 rounds, maybe 8-4. So, yeah, it was good.
Me preguntaba por Baluta y él me dice que es el oponente más duro que ha tenido, que él cree que ganó por más de lo que los jueces dijeron, que con Pupox dijo que le había conectado solo el 12%, pero que es un tío duro y que parece que él está muerto y que vuelve y que se había preparado muy bien el combate. By the way, you were fighting in the featherweight division and went down to super bantam for your last bout against Baluta. You will keep there, won't you?
Yes, of course. I've always been a super bantamweight. But I've been fighting a featherweight for so long. I was just saying, I'll stay here. I had a good position with all belts, with WBO, with WBA, with WBC and IBF. And I says, listen, let's make the opportunity, because I always said I want to be freeweight world champion. And I believe for me to be freeweight world champion, it has to start at 122. I don't think I'm big enough to win 135, like physically. But height-wise, yes, but physically, I don't think I'm strong enough for 135. But I definitely think I can do 122, 126, 130.
Vale, le preguntaba si iba a quedarse en el Super Gallo, que bajó en el último combate, y me ha dicho que sí. Va a quedar en el Super Gallo, va a intentar ser campeón del mundo en 3 divisiones. Super Gallo, pluma y superpluma, que se ve alto para el ligero, pero no se ve lo suficientemente el cuerpo. Michael, as of today, you are around number 10 in the IBF, WBA and WBC lists, but first and mandatory challenger for the WBO. Champion is Stephen Fulton. He will unify with Figueroa in September, and you will fight somebody to keep active around them. You said you wanted him, Fulton, for winter in New York City, but when do you think, honestly, that you will have the opportunity? End of 2021 or at the beginning of the 2022, the year?
The end of 2021. The opportunity will be there, and I will be world champion this year. And will you fight you can confirm, in August, September, more or less? Yes, I think August is happening. I think, we're just waiting on confirmation, but everything takes time. And we have the fight is locked in. I can't mention who it is, former world champion, but the date looks like around August 6th, but we're just waiting on confirmation.
Ok, me confirma que pelea en agosto, que espera pelear contra Fulton a finales de este año ya por un campeonato del mundo, quizá unificado probablemente, pero que él va a pelear en agosto contra un campeón mundial antiguo. A former world champion, you said?
Yes.
Okay. In Ireland?
Yes.
Y en Irlanda. Thank you for the exclusive news, Michael. Who is your favorite fighter, the one that you enjoy watching the most?
For all my life, my favorite has been Pacquiao. I think he's fantastic. But if I was to go back in history, Roberto Duran. I love Roberto Duran. I think he is a beautiful, beautiful fighter. Everything what he does in close, how calm, just beautiful.
He has just turned 70. I don't know if you saw
I see.
Me dice que su boxeador preferido es Pacquiao y histórico Roberto Manos de Piedra Durán, que acaba de hacer 70 años. And apart from Fulton, for obvious reasons, who would you like to fight?
When again for the belt?
Your personal choice.
Oh, I want to fight Stephen Fulton next. I want him. He's the champion I've been after. I think he's the best, one of the best in the 122 division, and I think I'll go and beat him.
Just a couple more. Will we ever see Fury Joshua?
what is it? Oh, Fury Joshua. I have Fury. Fury wins.
Will we ever see the bout?
I don't know. Okay. I hope so, but I don't know.
And your choice?
Listen, Fury has a very hard fight against Wilder again.
Yeah.
That guy has so much power. Just one punch, it could be done.
Mm-hmm. And your choice would be Fury, your MTK mate.
Of course. Not even. Just I think it's nothing to do with being same promotion or same management. I just think he's much better all round. Mm-hmm. Better chin, better heart. Maybe not punches hard, but punches hard enough.
Yes, I share your view. Él me dice que no sabe si ocurrirá el Fury Joshua, que espera que sí, pero que su opción sería Fury, y no solo porque sea también de MTK, sino porque tiene corazón, porque tiene encaje, etcétera, etcétera. Finally, tell me your links with Spain. I know you are Ricky Bow's friend, and you also share the MTK brand with him. Your brother James is the vice president. Ricky runs MTK Costa Blanca in Alicante. Yeah. Do you come frequently to Spain, or there are some connections?
No, but last year before pandemic started and I was in training camp in Marbella.
Yeah.
I was sparring Samuel Molina.
Samuel Molina, yes. The Spanish champion.
Good sparring with him. Spanish champion at lightweight.
Yeah.
I had great sparring with him. He's a nice guy. We have fun. And yeah, listen, I love Spain. It's a beautiful country, and I love going and visiting it. It's just a really, really nice place. I love the warm weather, the food, the paella, everything. It's beautiful. So, it's somewhere which I visit near every year as a kid growing up, and I definitely want to come to Basque Country. I really want to go and visit Basque Country.
Mm-hmm. Me dice que le gusta mucho España, que quiere ir al País Vasco, que estuvo el año pasado haciendo sparring con Samuel Molina antes de la pandemia en Marbella. Y bueno, you were also with Kiko Martínez sparring.
Yes. Kiko came he came to my training camp for when I boxed the Russian who beat me in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Kiko came over for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and we done loads of sparring. What a fantastic guy, a fantastic human being, someone who I really like and I admire, and a great champion. So I actually want to really say thank you to Kiko because he showed me a lot. He's a lovely guy.
Nos dice que Kiko estuvo ayudándole a preparar su revancha contra quien le ganó en los Juegos Olímpicos hace unos años y estuvo en las islas, y dice que Kiko es un ser humano maravilloso y un gran deportista y le da las gracias. Well, Michael, thank you very much for your time, your kindness, your patience, your slow talking to be understood by all my followers and my viewers. And we will be watching your next steps. Just to wish you good luck on your mission of being a world champion, also as a pro fighter, because you were a world champion as an amateur, and you are going to try and hopefully to be a champion as a pro as well.
Thank you, Dario. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Viva España.
Take care, Michael. Goodbye.
Adiós, amigo. Bye.
Adiós.